Hey and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is partially about the Venus update version 3.50 / 3.51. This video is a little different. Usually I try to update my own Raspberry Pi 3 and 4. Unfortunately, this will not work. I'm telling you in a second why. Let's look into the changelog first before we continue, because this is a big update. Alright, when you look into the release notes / changelog, they have two sections. One is the newest and latest 3.51 from November 5th, and a couple days before the 3.50 was released, and that one had big updates in terms of user interface. So I highlighted it here. Really, it changes a lot, but disclaimer here, when you update, you do not have to immediately activate it. You can still use the old one, so that's pretty cool. And we'll do that at the end. We'll activate the new one. That's very important because that's partially the video is about. And there are a lot of other improvements, feature-wise, bug fixes as well. Here you can see I highlighted them. And please stop the video, pause it if you want to read through that. I will also add a link to the blog post where you can find this. You can see another thing I want to highlight is the security and VRM portal setting. They did add secure encrypted communication, HTTPS, for remote console on LAN, which is pretty cool. And there are 3 settings. And then also other changes. One of them is add VRM portal troubleshooting, pretty cool. And then regarding the VenusOS Large, Node-RED, but also Signal K server. So that's it, and then that's it. And a couple days later, as mentioned, they had some UI fixes basically, and they had a couple fixes as well right after the big release, but that's pretty much it. So I had some issues actually with my installations. Raspberry Pi 3, I wasn't able, usually that one and my VenusOS instance work great, can update them, no issues whatsoever, but somehow it just crashed. I'm running a SunFun-Kit battery in there. Not sure if it's because of the driver. I didn't do any update, it was just a random reboot and it never came up. So I had to use Whoop up there, this installation guide again, which I followed and still works exactly the same. So that is cool to see. But I decided to go with the newest image, which is 3.51, so no update there. But I played around already with the new GUI, pretty cool. And then I have here my Raspberry Pi 4, and that one continuously, as you remember, like this video up there, troubleshooting, I continuously had issues to update. I had to do multiple times and try to update via the online update, never worked, same. So I decided to also give it a try to install an older image like the 3.42 and update it with you together, same issue. So something in my installation, GPIO board, maybe the temperature service, maybe my multi-plus, maybe my GPS, all those kind of things. I tried so many times I didn't find issues, so I decided also go with the latest installation 3.51. Here we are. That's basically, I did followed my guide, everything worked well. Now I have it back up online, and what I want to show you here, it's pretty slow. This one is definitely slow. I am thinking it's my network connection up here, but on the display it's pretty flawlessly. What I want to show you, 2 things, and you can skip if you want to the second. The first one will be, I want to import the Node-RED. So every time we do an update, I say export or backup your Node-RED configuration. Now we'll do the opposite. We'll restore the Node-RED, and I'll show you how easy that can go. And the second step will be the VenusOS GUI, or new GUI, new interface. So let's start with Node-RED. When I go into Node-RED, which is this one, as always the IP and then the port 1881, and this is really the only thing I had to do was activating it here, which means going into settings, going almost all the way down to this one, VenusOS Large. You have to go to Node-RED and then you have to enable it. I did it already, so that means then I can go into Node-RED here, and then you see those 3 marks on the right upper corner, click on it, and you want to import it. I'll show you first that it will fail, so it will use this one. Command flow, import, and then it says import unrecognized types. And I don't know if you saw it, but pretty easy. It did import everything in. It did import flow 1 and flow 2. I could delete the first one here. but you can see that we have some unknowns here. So that means those are actually all the dashboard icons or dashboards which I used. So which means go to Manage Palette and install, and then I'll type in dashboard. Because the first one Node-RED dashboard we need to install again. Then we need to wait until it's installed. And again, there's an entire guide, port 1 and port 2, up there in the corner. Whoop. Alright, nodes added. Now we can close. Now we see already everything we imported here. It has some kind of something there, which means that's good. Since I imported already, I hit deploy. We'll see if it does deploy. You can see it did change some status here. Other things we might need to reconnect or change maybe also the node. We'll see. So not change the entire node, just the connection. And for example, here the multi-plus. Let's go in this one. I see there's a disconnected one. I'll go into connected. Just select it and then it finds the second position. Nice. Let's check this one out. Same. Same. That's pretty good. Anything else here? GPS is missing. Oh yeah, GPS. Oh, that might come back later, so no worries about it. Hit deploy. Deploy. Those are connected. Let's see. Let's see if we have here. Oh yeah, let's refresh this page. That's the port and then UI. Okay. Oh yeah, that looks already pretty good. Okay. GPIO. Ooh, I heard it. You might too. Then let's turn on the inverter. Oh, it's clicking in the background. Let's turn it off. And yeah, I only have a fresh water here, but battery temp and one wire is missing. Alright. So we're almost there. A few things are missing. Looks like that's the one wire. Maybe we have to change it. Well, that's the last one. I might have changed some kind of port or something, but let's see. Connected. Now it's there. Okay, just took a little longer. Alright, so everything's back except for the GPS, but that's how it works. Alright, we'll go into settings. Then we'll go to, where's it, display and language. And then the next one we need to do, user interface, remote console. We need to change that to new UI. Whoop. As soon as you do that, that's the default it will boot into. And as you can see, there we are already. That's pretty much all, and that's how quick it was. And then you have, I have the light mode on here, and when you look back on the other one, maybe I can get there. So here's display, then we have going down classic. That's also how you can switch from new and old back and forth. But also there is an IP address, which is this one. Perfect. So that's how you would be greeted. A couple more information you can click. Yes, yes. That, if you've read it, obviously. Couple cool information, and also there's a lot more about the UI. I watched the video, I think it's very cool. Bunch of things, and per default it catches already freshwater, wastewater, the wattage inputs, since here it might be also, let's see, can we generator? Nope. Turn on, set, and pretty much 5 words. 5 words, pretty cool. You have a brief overview, level, notification settings, and those things. Please watch the video. Here's a link to Victron, but that's pretty much it. And when you want to switch back, that's always possible. Click on settings, go to display language. Now you see it's way quicker, and then you can just say I want to have a default classic UI, and then you need to reboot, and it will reboot into your old one. But if you use this link and just say version 1, you can always boot into this one, into the old console as well. So that's not a problem. Pretty cool. Alright, so sadly this time it didn't work with the update. I'm not convinced that it will work going forward with my Raspberry Pi 4. Something is blocking that. I have no idea what it is. It would be great if I can solve it, but so far I spent a lot of time to figure that out, didn't work so far. Anyways, let me know what you think about the new UI, and I hope this was a little helpful for those who have issues installing it. Thanks for watching. Cheers!